But no, so I'm now that I finally get a little bit of downtime, like I'm looking forward to playing Borderlands 3, and then also I think I'm about to jump on Monster Hunter World. They just released an Iceborne expansion pack like last week that has caused a lot of people to get back into it. Now, I've never played Monster Hunter World at all. Wasn't particularly interested in it. Didn't really know that much about it. But I saw a bunch of people posting that, like, apparently after they got this Iceborne expansion pack, they added all these, like, black hairstyles. Like, somebody posted this tweet and they were like, how does, like, Monster Hunter World have a better black hairstyle collection than 2K or something like that?
Yeah, shit is
and so
crispy.
I started looking at them. I was like, yo, these look like... Because that's a really big pet peeve of mine, and I talk about that all the time.
Yeah,
how, like,
you do.
There are way too many, like, it's 2019, it's September 2019, about to be 2020, and most games that come out that have, like, customization options for your character have the shittiest selection of black hairstyles, and that's always really fucking bothered me. Like, you get fucking black power fro where it looks like you gotta have your fist in the air all the time,
right?
Like some cornrows, maybe some locks, and that's it. Like, that's all you get to choose from. So I'm never able to really create a character that looks like me. And so in some games, you know, like The Sims, I haven't played The Sims in forever, but like one of the things that I think that's dope about the community of people that plays The Sims is that you have a lot of people that make custom content of like black hairstyles. I don't know if y'all saw that twerking one that somebody made.
I saw that.
I didn't see that.
That's so funny as hell.
Oh man!
But I love that there's like a community of like black people that play The Sims that make that content for themselves, since the developers aren't giving it to us.
Yeah.
But the thing is like when I see a game developer include something like that, it always makes me more interested in whatever they're doing, even if it's not something that I was looking at before. Kind of like, you know, when Apex dropped, one of the things that made me download it immediately, because I was like, it's 2 black girls in here? The fuck?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Right, and so I immediately downloaded it. And so like with Monster Hunter World, once I saw the like the hairstyles that people were posting, and I feel like to some people, especially people that are used to always seeing themselves and not having that issue of representation, that might seem like a petty reason to want a game, but that's because y'all are used to like seeing yourselves and having, you know, 60 different hairstyles to pick from. You got a short ponytail, you got a long ponytail, just like straight hair, and so that's something that, you know, you may not think about if you're just always used to seeing yourself. For me, that's a big fucking deal. Like, so I'm planning on copping Monster Hunter World probably either this week or next week, and Borderlands 3, and I'm really looking forward to playing both of those now that I have a little bit of downtime.
Do you have an idea what character you think you might pick for Borderlands 3?
I've never played Borderlands, so I don't even really know that much about it. What? Like, but from when they first dropped the trailer, was that at E3 when they first dropped the trailer or gameplay?
That's what I remember.
The gameplay,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so I remember we were talking about it around the time of E3, and you were super excited about it. And so I was like, oh, I've never played Borderlands. Like, can y'all tell me what Borderlands is about? And it sounded dope because it sounded kind of like Destiny-esque in a way from the way that y'all describe it. And I love, you know, games like that where I can play with other people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm mostly just getting it to play with y'all. Otherwise, I might not get it, but yeah, I've never played it before.
I'm ready.
I don't know nothing
Lock
about
and load.
characters.
Lock and load, baby.
I know there's sirens. I know there's something called sirens. So that's why people talking about it. But other than that, I don't know shit about Borderlands at all.
Yeah.
So 2 things. In Fallout 4 on Xbox, of course, that was the first game I played with mods on console, and you can download a mod that has a bunch of different hairstyles in it. So I think that might be something you would like, to just like access the mod menu and see what other hairstyles they got. Hundreds.
Used mods in Fallout, but I've heard that Fallout 4 has a lot of dope mods. But by the time I really heard about it, I wasn't really playing it as much anymore. And so I don't know if I want to, like, what am I going to go back to Fallout 4 and do? Just like play the whole game over again?
Wander around, discover locations that you haven't found, whatever.
I mean, I sank like I don't know how many hours.
Me too.
I don't really have much left to do.
I mean, when you look at my map, I mean, I think I just conquered everything on that map. And shout out to TJ too. I'm sorry, TJ. Ken's brother-in-law had showed me a Iron Man mod, which was dope.
Yeah, and you can like fly around and shit.
It was dope as hell.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah, like I told y'all, I never finished the storyline because I couldn't pick who I wanted to side with. So
that's right. We had that discussion.
Right. Yeah, we talked about that before. But so I still don't want to finish the storyline. So even if I were to like go back and I don't know, I'm curious about the mods or I'm intrigued, but I don't know what I would go back and play Fallout 4 and do. So
finish the story.
Be like, and genocide everybody. The other thing I wanted to mention was Monster Hunter having new hairstyles is interesting to me because I say this all the time. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is one of the games that comes to mind, but Monster Hunter also comes to mind too. I look very simple. I couldn't have my hairstyle in Monster Hunter when I first bought it. So I didn't know that there's more hairstyles. I don't know if mine is there now, but I know it wasn't when I played it. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get this mohawk then.
Exactly.
You know, I'm gonna put on a helmet of shame. You know what I mean? But I would say, I don't know. I mean, do you feel like there's a risk in buying it because it is a very like polarizing game? It's for a certain, like a very patient. Like I need to emphasize a patient type of gamer.
Like I could piggyback because I've actually had that game. So my little brother, he loves Monster Hunter. He plays it with his friends and stuff like that. So he tried to get me into it. I don't have the patience for that game because honestly, you could spend 30 minutes to an hour plus trying to kill one fucking monster. If you're doing it by yourself, if you're doing it with somebody, it just depends on it. It's pretty much about a rinse and repeat. So it's like, okay, you go gear up, go find a monster, kill it, get the shit, upgrade, go back out, kill more monsters, repeat. And it's pretty much that. So it's a game where you need to do it with other people to really have fun with it. If you're doing it by yourself, you're probably going to get disinterested, or you're probably going to get like, okay, this is taking too much time, or it's boring, or this and that. That's why I kind of waved out of the game because I didn't have time to like get with everybody and play. So that's the only thing that I was to tell you before you play it. If you have the time to do that shit, then do it, or just, prepare to put some time into it because it's not a game that's going to be like boom, boom, boom.
So that's why I would suggest Game Pass just to see if you like it, and if you don't, I don't know if the hairstyles are enough to make you like work your way through it. Because I remember in the beginning, like I did make it very far in the game, but in the beginning I was like, man, fuck this shit. But I spent my $60. You know what I mean? Once I spend that 60, I'm in. So after I got into it, I started to enjoy it a lot. But there's a lot of menus. There's a lot of just different mechanics in the game that you should learn. But if you got a crew with you, they could probably carry you for a lot too.
That's real. And like that's kind of the impression that I got based on, because it wasn't like I saw the hairstyles and I was like, oh, here's my money, I'm about to buy this shit right now. Like I was basically like on Twitter to like the people that I interact with on Twitter, I'm like, hey, this looks dope, I'm thinking about getting this, can y'all tell me about it? Like who plays this, what's your experience, this, that, and the other. And so knowing that I can play it with people, like it definitely sounds, I feel like I would just have fun playing it with other people because that's fun to me. And I have patience in certain instances, not always, but I don't know. It sounds fun. I did see that they have the original on Game Pass, but they don't have the hairstyle, so I don't.
Oh, that's what you was trying to say.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. No, on Twitter when she was just like, it don't get the expansion. I'm like, I don't need the code, no way. But you said the expansion got the haircuts, and I was all I cared about. Same thing. I was on the same page as her when she was like, oh, they got to do hairstyles for black people. I said, bet I'm in this hoe. Right. But now I see I'm not in this hoe.
Because you don't know about an expansion.
Yeah, I'm not. No, because I didn't want to be in the cold. No way. But damn, I guess I got to buy it because I got a Game Pass. I'm gonna play it, but I guess Game Pass is gonna help in the situation if I want the hairstyle.
So are you thinking about getting it?
Yeah,
but you can still get the base game on Game Pass and then buy the expansion.
True.
Instead of paying whatever the fuck the total price would be.
That's a valid point.
How much the expansion is?
I forgot.
It shouldn't be more than 30.
You don't know. I'm not gonna hurt my feelings. So I don't know.
I'll find out.
Eric is fact checking right now.
That's what he do.
That's the.
In the meantime, we're gonna talk about the hairstyles that I hope they have. I want them to have a nice black person fro.
$39.99.
All right, that's decent.
And you can get the main game with Iceborne for $60 total.
Might as well just get the main game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, because eventually, if Monster Hunter World ain't on Game Pass anymore, then you're gonna have to buy it.
Right.
Like, so I feel like you might as well just get the game. It's only $20. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the reason why I brought that up, because my topic was kind of like twofold. Like I wanted to talk about these games that I'm excited about that's coming out, but also I wanted to kind of use that to progress or transition into a conversation about why the fuck is it still so rare to see a video game that has realistic black hairstyles. Like after all this time, like I feel like there's a pretty decent amount of black people that game. So why is it that these developers and these companies still feel comfortable just completely fucking ignoring us like that and not even devoting the attention to it?
I think I would say it's because I don't think we're the ones making the games.
Yeah.
If you're not behind the scenes making the games, they're not going to think about you.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Because there's not many black game developers who are there in the trenches really like saying, okay, well, this character should look like this with this type of hairstyle. They like if it's just a general Japanese developer or white developers and that stuff, they're gonna go, okay, well, let's just cornrows, fro, fade, dreadlocks, boom,
and bald head.
And bald head. There you go, boom.
That's all the haircuts that black people have.
That's all I see. Oh, they Google. They try to just Google black people hair.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. And those are the top 5 searches. So they don't think about natural hair, different types of textures and styles. So you need to have that representation not only within the game but behind the people making the game, because those are the ones who are going to be able to say it needs to look like this. It looks great like this. You need to have this color, blah blah blah, and then you'll get those. So I'm glad Monster Hunter with this expansion, because they look like legit.
They
look
good.
They look clean. I'm like, okay, I like that.
They
so
have nice curl patterns.
I know, right? The texture was immaculate. I was like, all right. So hopefully it was. The textures was. Do you ain't see the pictures, nigga? Pull the pictures up.
I didn't.
Pull the pictures up. That shit was so clean.
Immaculate. Wow.
I was like, damn.
I know people that look
they about
like
to
this.
Monster Hunt straight after the salon. I was like, shit.
Are you serious?
Yo, look, pull the shit up, Eric.
Dog.
Tell him pull it up. He got the screen.
Well, nigga, somebody pull it up. Shit.
You pull it up. You pull it up.
So do you think that Saints Row properly represents black hair, like the series as a whole? I know it's one of your favorite series.
I mean, they're better than others. You know what I'm saying? But no. I mean, because even, like, for example, and I haven't played Saints Row 4 in a while. You know what? Saints Row 4 came out in 2013. And so I haven't played it since then. Like, I went back and recently played Saints Row 2. And I was looking at the hairstyles, and I was like, so definitely better. Like, they give you more options than pretty much any other franchise, but still, you get like 6 options instead of 4.
Yeah.
Then you retweeted it, didn't you?
Yeah, it would probably be kind of hard to find
the individual tweet.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it seems it's hard to find the individual.
I didn't mean to say that aggressively. This must have come out.
I'm trying to think of an answer to your question. I'm sorry. But I think, like, yes, black people game, but as far as percentage wise, they're not really thinking about us. I think is the most true answer. It's just like they ain't worried about it.
Because it would be so fucking easy to just add a couple more. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be having 80 motherfucking hairstyles with the exact same hair texture. Right. It's just lazy. Like, they just don't like even give any attention to it, and I think that's
it also goes back to because they just don't know. So if you don't know, you can't relate. Why would you care? It's like, just get it out the way, because you have to have it, because But if they don't have the real like sense of like, okay, I don't really relate to this, let me just throw out whatever.
I mean, it's like, but they have to know, like,
a huge they don't know, or that they just don't.
They don't care. They don't care because
probably don't care.
It doesn't prioritize.
They have to know that a lot of us play game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, that's why you said they have like 30 million ponytail and buzz cut and mohawks and all that stuff like that. But we get 5 hairstyles when we have way more than 5 hairstyles. So but because they just go with like what they have seen.
We be the most hairstyle ass.
That's what I'm about to say. Especially black women, especially black women. Like, you would think they would take attention to detail of at least kind of trying and getting that right. But
look at his hair.
Damn. Let me see.
Look at that. Look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Now look at that.
Look at that curl pattern.
Isn't that clean? Look at the curl factor.
I know. Look at that, girl. You just
you know some spritz was put on that shit.
I see you. You got juices and berries up in here.
Damn, right?
Damn. Like, shit ain't no but ultra perm, baby.
Right.
Damn, yeah, that's dope.
But yeah, just think about, like, you could probably count on one hand the amount of times you've seen a game have a hair texture like that.
Exactly. That's true.
And like I've said before, that I feel like I always get more invested in games where I can make a character that looks like me. I just feel like I'm more a part of it. Like, oh, it's actually me running around in the wasteland. And so, like, that always pulls me in more when I can do that. But I can still, for the most part, in most games, even though I can make a character that kind of looks like me, I still can't make a character that fully looks like me because they never have my fucking hair texture. Like, back when I was younger and I used to straighten my hair, then it was a little bit easier. But now, like, they never have realistic black hairstyles in any fucking game. And it's like, y'all, what the fuck?
This look like my cousin.
You said that look like your cousin?
Civil rights was fucking like 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't get some fucking hairstyles in bitch.
Right.
Civil rights movement.
You know, you're right.
50 years ago.
And I'm very surprised. I mean, when I played Monster Hunter World for the first time, I was just like, damn, I can't just get a fucking buzz. And I really just chalked it up to it being a Japanese game. And I'm like, all right, that's just is what it is. Let me find a helmet. But I mean, to see that they actually added this is really surprising, but refreshing as well. Yeah, that's dope, man.
I just wish it wasn't so infrequent. You know what I'm saying?
But I think this is going to start off a trend of things where future game developers are going to take into consideration the appreciation that they're going to get for having these variety of hairstyles, because it's going to make people think like, okay, well now they're understanding that there's more layers or more hairstyles or more variety to us as a people, or just in general, that you can represent everybody. You really can, because the technology is there to create whatever they want. So why can't you make a legit hairstyle for black people? And they can do that now. So hopefully with Monster Hunter and other games that like the other games that are going to be coming out, that show more black people in leads and their hair looks legit, it's just going to snowball into like, okay, this is the norm now. So
yeah, and just like you said, the appreciation has to be voiced. So I think you've taken some great first steps in tweeting about it, honestly. It sounds like a small gesture, but that's really
what you need to do, though.
That's what got Sonic changed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people, they look at that shit, so it matters. So if y'all like what Capcom is doing, or just keep encouraging it, keep pointing it out. Screenshots, hashtags.
Watch it just have been like one person on the team who made all the black hairstyles, and Capcom wouldn't be paying attention to it. Right? Be like, why all these new black people tweeting about Monster Hunter?
Right.
We added hairstyles when we did that. Like, they probably didn't even pay attention to that shit. That wasn't even like no big initiative by them. It was probably just one person on the team.
It go back to what Chris said, because they probably don't care.
They don't. Yeah,
they don't.
Yeah.
I know they don't.
Even like just having one of us in the room to be like, hey guys, these hairstyles like makes it so. That's why I got to be more of us in this bitch. Like,
easily,
exactly.
I feel like when they look up black people hairstyles, they all only look up that picture to be at the barbershop.
Right.
Well, oh yeah, we need to get a number 7, a number 9,
Right.
number 12, number
Right.
and that's all the black people hairstyles.
Because like I said,
enough.
like you look at the sim community, like the community of people that play the Sims that can do that. Like if they can do that, and they don't even work for companies, these are just people that enjoy the game and they're making custom content and making these realistic hairstyles. You mean to tell me that y'all motherfuckers up in the office can't do that
Can't
shit?
find that.
Like,
Yeah.
You're right.
They can.
so
They
it's
just
not
don't.
difficult. Like y'all just ain't doing it.
No.
Right.
Damn.
That's my topic for the day.
That's good. Thank you,
That was a
Tyler.
great
Thank
topic.
you. Yeah,
Very good.
thank
Very
you.
good.